Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadly Rooms of Dead, level 18, and I am happy. We are done with our mothers for the time being. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Drink. Never take a drink on. I just did what I should never do. Oh, no, but really, I just had to take a drink out of excitement. Yeah. Anyway, in this part, we get to actual puzzles. Okay, not really actual. I mean, these have all been actual puzzles, but I mean, like, I'm excited. Let's just get into it. I don't know how to explain my excitement. So, this room is a classical swarm room. Might as well get rid of these guys first. It doesn't really matter. And we want to go over here and not use the checkpoint, though you can. And basically, every time we go kill a new queen, we are going to be faced with a ton of roaches. This is not a swarm room level, but it is pretty much a swarm room that we're working with. And remember, we want to be killing something every turn. That or we're not making progress. That's just how it is. We also want to get, in this case, as far ahead as possible, because this is a little bit of a project. I think for the most part, this is an easy swarm room. Maybe not super easy, but we've done so many swarm rooms, this is kind of not too bad. There is a secret on this level, I think. And I just happen to not remember where it is. So after this part, I'm going to have to check. That'll be fun. I don't even remember which direction I have to go. In any case, this room is actually kind of tricky. What we want to do, and the best solution I found, is just to kind of go this way and do this. Yeah, this is the best solution I found. Can I actually get you guys? It'd be convenient if I didn't have to do one of you guys at a time. This is a lot harder because I have to do one at a time. Come on. I actually prefer... It's because of that. Okay. One of these guys at a time and just get them right there on the thing. These guys will eventually come. You can just go ahead and... This is how I've managed to get the goblins. I think you're supposed to use these trap doors and try to get them. But I just did this, where I do this, and get one at a time. You also have to leave a side for you on the right side, and I just find it more convenient to just have a way back. So yeah. So I think if we go down more, we could get one more, maybe? I think if we go deeper in, we can get one more. Yeah. Like so, but we don't want to do that anymore because we want to make sure we have room for those other guys. So, go over here, get the first one, and we just gotta keep doing this, and conveniently get them to come towards us, and we'll do it again, and that makes the room clear. Was the secret in this room? I don't think so. No, it wasn't. In any case, we got this room. I actually like how this room looks. This room looks really nice. There's actually a secret wall in the last room that lets us go in here, and you can sneak in and get this, but it doesn't really matter if you enter here or enter from here. It doesn't really matter. So this room is kind of interesting. We have to use those two one mimic in this room, and we also have to use one mimic in and one mimic in this room right here. You're supposed to place the mimic in there, but I don't really see a point. So before we worry about the other parts, let's just go ahead and... Basically, some of these switches don't do anything and others do something. You just gotta figure out what is what. Getting to these guys can sometimes be inconvenient, but then you can do stuff like this where you can just get them. And be used to hearing that sound a lot because we're gonna be hitting these a lot. And we can go ahead and get rid of... Oh man, we're gonna have to get him later. I hope this is gonna be... Yeah. Might as well conveniently place him in there. This guy we're gonna want to use to kill the snake. if he would, you know, snake would work with us. I think the snake doesn't really work with you. Or doesn't want to seem like it wants to. So we don't actually have to just find one that opens it and just make sure we do not close. And we just kind of want to get these roaches to do our bidding. I think it is just convenient to get them to walk towards where we want them to walk. Like so. Instead of trying to get the mimic to them, try to get the roaches to the mimic. It's a lot more convenient because the mimic is pretty limited to its movements. And so, you know, you can do stuff like this, close them off. Now they're not going to go anywhere. And I think something like, no, we don't want that. Something like this. Now they're all over there. And we can go ahead and get like these guys, and then we can go back up. So now we don't have to worry about these those guys anymore. We can go ahead and actually just do this. May be convenient, maybe not. Can I actually get you to go over there? Yeah, there we go. That snake should die from there. And then we got to go ahead and get this one, which is as simple as breaking these. And we want to go ahead and have this guy right here, and hopefully he goes to the left, maybe not. He'll go to the right though. And then to get, we just gotta make sure to hit that switch open to get to him. So that's pretty much the gist of the room. It's just manage your mimic in the center, then worry about the rest later. Alright, let's see. Oh, so we're gonna go right. And yes, we gotta kill 2 goblins with all these trapdoors. This is actually kind of scary. Let's see if I can do it. Can I actually, yeah, can I do that? That makes things more convenient. Oh no, he didn't go where I wanted him to go. That's stressful. Not really. There we go. And then this other guy should run. Oh, don't you dare try to loop around me. And then the room's clear. So yeah, that's pretty difficult, actually. Let's say it is. Just gotta kind of move them around. Yeah, so the idea for this room is you gotta use this queen to clog this guy up and kill him. Except, the challenge is to kill the queen on the first turn. I actually did this when I first played, so I technically did the challenge the first time I played this. And if you remember that rook thing we did before, this is a similar knockoff to that. Except this time, it's quite difficult. We can actually try to get this guy to go where we want him to go, but he's not going to. Maybe. So how I've always done this room is I had to get this guy right here and then do something. What is that something? I don't even think I know. Then we can get him to somewhere like in, I think, the bottom right corner. Oh, I already had it before. Assassinate the queen! Challenge completed. So, that's just weird. I don't know. It's an interesting challenge. This is a really interesting room in general. Oh yeah, by the way, you know what we just did? Yeah, we gotta do it with the trapdoors now. Except, I think, for the most part, we just do the same thing we did before. Except this time, again, with trapdoors. The challenge is actually not to break any of the crumbly wall. Leave no stone unturned. Or no stone turned. Sorry. So it's basically solved the exact same way as the last room, just with trapdoors. So, yeah. I don't know. Seems like a pointless challenge. Yeah, I remember what the secret of this room is now that I'm seeing stuff. So this room is really interesting. We have to basically get 1 goblin at a time and just kind of do something to get them. Like so. And this room is kind of tedious. So just have fun with it, I guess. Just how are you going to kill these guys? I guess you could bring 2 at a time, but it's easier just to do 1 at a time because you don't know really how inconvenient. You can't really chase them back there because of the arrows. You can't chase them towards the arrows, so we have to kind of get them to this wall. really, as when I first played this when I was 12, I think it was 12, 13, 12. I played this when I first moved here to where I live currently. I played Draw like in the first year. And actually, now that I mention it, I don't think I mentioned, but I actually did puzzle books and stuff since I was 4 years old. So I've actually been a puzzler for a long time. But I'll explain that in a little bit. So let's just finish this room. Go ahead and finish it. And then the actual secret's actually down here.
Fresh meats to eat and new bones for our collection.
Too much lipping from you, Greenie. There's one reliable way to shut you up.
Just kill them! But basically the idea here is we just want to get to where we can kill these guys like this. I think this is pretty much the best way I've found. There might be a better way. You can prove me wrong on that, maybe. Something like that. But basically the idea of this room is we want to... Oh, that's faster. Why didn't I do that before? But basically, yeah, I used to do puzzle books and stuff when I was 4 years old. And it was, like, really fun. Like, I enjoyed them as when I was 4 years old. My mom, literally, I did them with my mom, too. We would do puzzle books for fun. And it was really just a blast. Like, honestly. I think a lot of our puzzles we solved were... I don't know. I guess you could just say it was our for fun reading. We read them for fun. But now that room's clear, that's a really hard swarm room. It's a really tricky swarm room, but it's just really it's a fancy swarm room. Might as well do this all in one part since this is pretty much fast enough. Is this Switlands? Yeah, clear this room from the east, which is where we are right now. It is a lot easier on the west because they're already all against walls, so you can get them one at a time, but I don't think it's too much harder this way. Just do something like this. Or no, maybe not something like that. Where do we... I think it was something as simple as just go to a certain spot. I don't remember the spot. I thought it was down here. I seriously thought that's what I did before. Maybe I'm hallucinating. It's always a possibility. Maybe it was... is it going up first? Because going up is pretty simple. Yeah, it might have been going up first. Never mind. I was trying to do earlier. So we can just keep doing this. These guys are gullible enough to fall for the same trick over and over again. And that's pretty much what we do. I think I did go to the bottom left right first, though, but he came from the east. Challenge completed. So, yeah. I think... Yeah... there's multiple ways to solve that room, apparently, so, you know. And so now this room. I think I entered from the wrong side. Yeah, I did. There's a challenge to this room. Originally, you're supposed to use this roach to kill this guy right here. And then you're supposed to use this mimic potion and kill everything with the mimic potion. And kill some stuff with the goblin. But there's a challenge. Kill the goblin without him leaving his starting square. And don't drink the mimic potion. So don't use the mimic potion or the goblin. It is possible. How? It's a lot of roach manipulation. You'll see. So basically we want to be fast enough to where we can get him in here. So we can get this guy to die to this little guy right here. Next, we don't have to really worry about him just yet. We can go ahead and get those guys. And then we can even go ahead, since that roach is nice and in there, we can go ahead and get rid of some other gullible snakes. Like that one, and we might as well go for this one right now. We want him to be stupid enough, which he doesn't seem like he wants to. Actually, I think it might be more just convenient to have him go right here. Yeah. But maybe be stupid enough to die. And now that snake is out. How do we get that snake? I don't think we can, actually. Hold on. Oh, this is a nice way. That snake is going to escape, and I don't want that snake to escape. So we're going to go ahead and use the roach for what we have to use it for now. There we go. So we might as well just use the roach now, because it's going to be hard to get that snake if we let it free. So what we have to do is basically play tag with the roach. Like so. If this snake would be stupid enough. He's not, sadly. And when we play tag with this guy, we have to basically do stuff like this. And get him in there. Okay, there we go. I don't think... we don't need him right now. I don't think. Basically for this door right here, we just gotta hit one of these. Obviously we can only reach that one, so... we have to go over here. We have to mess up that snake's path. So that way he's not all filled up like that. Because if he's filled up like that, we can't actually get inside. So we gotta mess up his path. And maybe even kill him in the process. Yeah, that actually makes it work pretty well. Okay. And then this guy, we gotta get in here. And then next, we got to use this roach for one more... for one more thing. And that happens to be... actually, can I... oh, yeah, I know what I need to do. Go this way. Boom. Okay? And when we get him that way, we have to go up here. And then get him to go in here. And be the snake murderer. Like so. Now, after that one is dead, we do not need him anymore. Go ahead and kill that guy. We can kill that one. This one's pretty much common sense. It's pretty much similar to what we did in the previous level. Not previous level, but the what we did in the snake level. Actually, a lot of this is similar to what we did in the snake level. Come on. Yeah, I should give up trying to get him to go right there like he good boy. We'll just have him die there. And this guy doesn't want to go over here either, it seems like. Okay, there we go. And then this is basically just a door puzzle. Order puzzle. Usually these, unless you're trying to do these the quickest possible way, there's really no bad way to solve these. Just hit them. Like, you know, this opens. That one's going to be last, just because everything gets closed by that. There we go. And then we can use this roach to kill it. Boop. And then challenge completed. Sonata for Unaccompanied Smiter. That's a really actually fun room. This room I had trouble with when I first did it though. So, I don't know. And we got one more room left. And... what is the challenge? I think the challenge is to drop the trap doors before something dies. I'm going to do this all in one part because I might as well. Or... yeah, I think it's to get the goblin to go through the trapdoors before something dies. I don't think... well, first let's solve this room normally, because I don't actually know what I'm trying to do here. And so, over here, how we gotta get these guys is we gotta be very pixel perfect. I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. When we get him in there, he's gonna try to run that way. And what we have to actually do is get in there like so. And hurry up and get to that and then get out like that, okay? The reason is if you don't do that, you get into a bad situation. But there's one problem. These snakes are pretty much eyeing us. Yeah. Guys, go away. Yeah. Just have some of them die. I think there's a challenge that you can't have any snakes die until you get rid of... until you get the goblin past the trapdoor, we'll see. Come on, guys, go away. I don't have time for you. Okay. We can do something like that. Okay, we escaped. So, same story. Just get this dude in here. I don't actually remember the challenge. That's why I'm having to solve this room normally. Basically, the idea of this room is we just gotta we gotta use this goblin to get inside there. Except Mr. Goblin here doesn't want to actually work with us. And those snakes are getting close. Just don't know. And then after he conveniently kills this snake, we do not need him alive anymore. And then we can go ahead and run over this way. Come on, little guys. Okay, I think you can get you guy here. Okay. You're gonna have to come over here too, because I need you for a killing. Come on. What? What are you doing? This is why I don't like snakes sometimes. What are they? There's certain puzzles where they're good, but rooms like these. Oh, I'm gonna have to edit that. Rooms like these. I don't like when I do accidental hits like that. I have to edit the room. Drop the trapdoors before any serpent dies. Yeah. So basically, just gotta just get this goblin to go where he's supposed to go as quickly as possible. Okay. But I think actually what we first want to do is actually go over here. Make sure there is no serpents that will come up and bother us. The one did die. Shoot. Okay. Okay, well... See, it does different things every time. This is why I don't like serpents. I must be doing something wrong because that shouldn't have worked that time. Okay, and just like before, we gotta quickly... Boom! Out, and now that the snakes didn't have time to pile up on me, we can actually... escape. Okay, like so. And now we get to you over here. This challenge isn't really a challenge, in my opinion. It's just kind of like, just be, I don't know, it doesn't seem any harder or different than the original. Why am I trying to keep him alive? It's like, why am I trying to keep him alive? There's no point. Oh gosh, but these guys are gonna pile up now. I don't want you guys to pile up though. There we go. And now we can actually clear the challenge. Oh, so that's 2 videos I'm gonna have to edit now. I try to avoid editing. It's kind of a thing I've come up with. Just I don't want to edit. Just don't want to edit. Oh gosh. Okay. Go, go. And that one snake again. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on, little guy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Challenge completed. Come and join the party. And so the door is closed, so the only way we can actually open it is if we leave the room. And exit level. So this was a pretty fun level. But it's kind of quick. I'm just mad that I have to edit it. But anyway, I like the design of it. I've been really liking the designs. Maybe the last few levels I've been mentioning designs and stuff, but I really have been liking the designs. This like look at this room. It looks like a jungle. It looks cool. In any case, next time. No, Eric was the person that made totals. There was the other guy. I don't know. King Dugan's dungeon, 19th level. I got that toasty 72% done feeling. What's next? Be through. Next time, it's the puzzle level. See you then, everybody.